Unconventional concepts turned into innovative weaponry during World War II. These innovative tactics, which range from creating skipping bombs to demolishing dams to employing pigeons to direct missiles, demonstrate the ingenuity and audacity that influenced the struggle for victory. We frequently use a wide range of unconventional tactics to win battles, such as converting icebergs into aircraft carriers, throwing diseased corpses at the enemy, or, in one instance, assigning something that many consider to be an annoyance to destroy the adversary: booming tank cannons. We are in the middle of World War II, and we are using unguided missiles. They cannot be made to strike a particular target. They can only be dropped after being flown over a certain location. It might change everything if we could make that bomb go exactly to that spot. Noted B.F. Skinner, a Harvard psychologist and inventor, had a revelation one day while taking a stroll. Flapping wings. A flock of pigeons catches his eye, and he thinks, I could use their natural innate honing abilities to direct the bomb. Skinner submits this concept, which he codenames Project Pigeon, to the National Research Defense Committee. It sounds odd to use pigeons to target the enemy, but is it so crazy? That's the Defense Committee's opinion. In exchange for figuring out how to make a pigeon-guided bomb work, Skinner gets 25 grand, or around $500,000 today. However, Skinner has a plan and believes that a pigeon-guiding cockpit is necessary to develop a pigeon-guided missile. As a result, Skinner designs a small cone that can be placed atop a glide bomb and has a television screen. A gold electrode is applied to the pigeon's beak by Skinner. Next, he displays on the screen the pigeon video of targets such as battleships and skyscrapers. This is Skinner's theory. Pigeons will continue to peck at a picture of a battleship or building if they are trained to do so and are rewarded for it. They will eventually stop needing the reward and simply continue pecking. The pigeon will move the missile in a different direction when it pecks at one of the images on the touchscreen, which is connected to the missile's guidance system. In actuality, the pigeon is directing the missile toward its specific target. Except for a little focus problem, the machine functions nearly flawlessly. It may become sidetracked, make a mistake, or aim the bomb at the incorrect person. When Skinner has the brilliant idea, let's add democracy to our pigeon bombs, he employs 3 birds, 3 distinct screens, 3 distinct beaks, and 3 distinct conduits. The bomb will steer toward the ship if 2 of the 3 pigeons choose it. Pigeon democracy, it turns out, is always successful. Now all they need to do is equip the missile with a camera and let those pigeon pilots fly, right? Not so quick. Although Skinner's approach is incredibly effective, the Army decides against using pigeons to guide its missiles because they believe it would be somewhat embarrassing. It's not a complete loss, though. The pigeons' pecking displays are the forerunners of the screens we see on our smartphones daily. The pigeons are, interestingly, ahead of their time. It's time for a new, equally ridiculous strategy that aims to flush out the enemy. When using bird recruitment to win the war doesn't work, Britain devised a plan to strike Germany from within during World War II. Their infrastructure is going to be destroyed. They therefore come up with the concept of demolishing dams. Along with terrorizing the populace, they will also cut off hydroelectric power, which should negatively affect their ability to manufacture. Shooting a torpedo at the dam would be a simple method of removing it, but since the Germans had torpedo nets, that was not an option. Engineer Dr. Barnes-Wallace plans to get anything underneath the torpedo net and beyond it, which would ultimately lead to their failure. The answer is as simple as skipping stones, according to Dr. Wallace. The bomb is bounced across the water's surface, strikes the dam, then falls and detonates at the precise moment to do the most damage. However, a crucial component is that the bombs need to have backspin. Thus, backspin is beneficial in several ways. In addition to helping with the water's skipping, the backspin has the English effect, which lowers it to the dam's base, where it settles after it eventually strikes the wall. Roaring water. Barnes-Wallace hits the golf course since he has no idea how to generate the backspin, which is something that many of us do when we're stuck at work. Ball swatting club. The fact that the golf ball has these dimples is something he notices that might actually aid with the bouncing bomb. Barnes-Wallace and his designers actually include this into their bouncing bombs. even going so far as to call them golf mines, because the way a golf ball's dimples work actually helps create the backspin. By July 1942, the moment for testing had come. Is Dr. Barnes Wallace's dimpled bomb capable of destroying a dam? They locate the Nant-y-Gro Dam in Wales, where they conduct the bouncing bomb's initial test. The bouncing bomb is slung underneath the RAF bomber as it lifts off, but belts attached to the sling are already spinning the bomb backward. You must spin it at precisely 500 RPM, be at 60 feet above the sea, and move at precisely 232 miles per hour. These teams have an extremely short window to work inside. It skips over the river, collides with the dam, and sinks. The explosive works 90 seconds later. Eager to wreak devastation on the Germans, the self-assured Royal Air Force prepares a fleet of bombers. The dam busters come on. The dam busters launch their operation on May 17, 1943, just after midnight, under the direction of Guy Gibson, a 24-year-old wing commander. 19 bombers were flown in by 133 soldiers from Britain and her allies. According to the plan, they will strike 3 dams in the economic heartland of Germany, the Ruhr Valley. Somber dramatic music, exploding bombs. The first to drop his bomb is Gibson. After bouncing 3 times on the water's surface, it fails. Even the bouncing bomb from one jet clears the dam. 4 of the planes miss. Flight Lieutenant David Maltby is the 5th plane arriving. He's getting close to the reservoir. Gibson turns around again, allowing Maltby to escape with his bouncing bomb after he takes the fire on his jet. Crashing water. Exploding bomb. Subsequently, the bomb detonates, the concrete collapses, and a massive water column rises into the sky. Total achievement. The dam busters kill 2 of the 3 targets by the end of their mission, albeit at a great cost. 53 guys are killed in this raid out of 133. The Germans eventually obtained 3 of them. However, from the standpoint of publicity, this was a major boost to the Allied cause, and as a result, the dam busters are remembered as one of the most illustrious squadrons in aviation history.